2025 Baltimore Blast. And over your heart.
To MASL Soccer on MASL.TV, where tonight, I should say this afternoon, the Baltimore Blast host the St. Louis Ambush. I'm Paul Mintermeyer, along with Brad Crosley. We'll have the call for you here for this afternoon's game. And Brad, a satisfying 9-6 win over Utica last night to clinch a playoff berth in this season's playoffs. And now, just 21 hours later, quick turnaround, Blast have their hands full today with a very good St. Louis Ambush team.
They do, Paul. I feel like we just saw each other not too long ago. But yet, look, St. Louis has been playing fantastic. A bit of addition by subtraction, I like to say, with after that trade of Frank Tayu, they've been playing some very inspired soccer. They're battling for that final playoff spot. they've been playing much improved soccer. So this is a big task for Baltimore today after that, again, that short turnaround. St. Louis did not have to do that. They were here watching last night. So we'll see how much energy Baltimore can bring here early.
There you see BJ Surhoff on your screen, former Oriole. It's Autism Awareness Day here in Baltimore. BJ with a nice speech here. His son autistic. St. Louis dismantled Milwaukee last week. So I guess the test, Brad, today, you mentioned it, they've been playing excellent soccer. They lost 8-1 here in Baltimore last time, but did not have William SK in that one. And he will be a factor here for them today, no question.
Absolutely. William SK, one of the more dominating players in the league. He can do it all. He's a great leader for them, but he's also extremely, extremely quick. Very technical with the ball. So that was a big missing piece for them last game. And with them having him back here tonight, that'll be another sort of wrinkle in for Baltimore to make sure they're keeping an eye out for William SK.
So the Blast with a 9-6 win last night. Diego Rodriguez with 2 goals and 2 assists in the game. Omar Silla had 2 goals. I don't think Omar's going to play today. They introduced 17 players. Looked like Omar wasn't warming up with the team after introduction, so it'll be Kelvin Mwape instead for Silla. That'll be the only change for the Blast here this afternoon. Jamie Thomas will slide back and play the back line for the Blast. A formidable 5. Williamson out there, Hundeld out there. No Paulo for the ambush today. He's out. So it'll be Nascimento for St. Louis. And right off the bat, Nascimento takes a shot on goal, and Rodriguez makes the save.
That's one thing you'll get with Nascimento. He is not afraid to come up. He will be that de facto 6 attacker. He doesn't have any problem shooting on net, so that'll be another interesting piece here for the ambush.
Herrera turns it over in the offensive end, so St. Louis goes right back to work. There's William SK, number 14, out there on the field. Quick turn on the boards. That's blocked away. Blast come out with it. Ambush keep it right back in, though. Carvalho on that far side. He leads St. Louis in points this year. Ball comes off the turn, and the Blast have it. Thomas can't settle, though. Goes to the far side. Quick shot here. Cristo goes around the boards. Dieguez gets pushed from behind. Carvalho keeps it alive, and the Blast clear to the midfield.
Good start early here for the ambush. Good possession time. And again, we mentioned this last night. You want to kind of...
a 3-line violation here on the ambush.
You want to not let Baltimore get into their groove early here at TU. So ambush doing that pretty well here in the first minute and a half.
Brad, here's a great stat. St. Louis this year 0-8 when the other team scores first. Drive by Pereiras is blocked. Now Mello drops it off for Pacheco. Pretty happy that we're familiar with the Blast players because no idea what numbers they're wearing today.
These jerseys are really cool looking for announcing, not so much.
Not so much. It's not so much the 4s and the 7s, it's the 8s. They're a little tricky, and the 0s, they're a little tricky. Pereiras. Pacheco loses it. Porch, good battle there. Frater steps in. Porch was held on the play, so we'll get a free kick for the Blast.
A few former Blast players on this ambush team, Paul. What do we have? We have Mo Ndiaye, we have Arugio, we have Schmerman.
Yeah, Schmerman, that's something to talk about too. Schmerman in the lineup and Amir Rados, those 2 players making their debuts for the ambush this season. Oh, good ball here. Pacheco just misses wide. Great setup there by Pereiras, and Pacheco with the left foot just shot it wide.
Wonderful give and go with Pacheco and Pereiras there.
There's Victor now, taking himself down the far side. Thompson. Porch, little 360. Tough pass along the boards, but Perez does well with it. Rodriguez directs traffic. He shot one just wide last night. He'll tee it up, he'll shoot, and just goes wide off the hands of the keeper, Nascimento, and that was that close for Rodriguez's first goal of the year.
Paul, I don't know if he was screened on that, but that was a strange save. It kind of went off the side of his hands there. Fortunate, Rodriguez didn't get his first goal.
Melo plays it through, and Ramus will have to run it down on the far side. Thomas. Now Guevara. Thompson. Ramus near side. Well, he had a goal in the first game against St. Louis. Guevara wasn't expecting the pass. Cemento picks that up right on the line. That was close. Now NDI will drag it out of his own end. Cemento with some room. He'll take another shot. He'll drive that up into the netting.
That's what I was talking about with Nascimento. A lot of teams have a little trouble getting out of their defensive third here at TU. Nascimento will not hesitate to bring it up over half field.
Well, it's interesting to see how things shake out. Of course, remember the Blast lost in overtime out in California to Empire on the goalkeeper goal at the end of the game. Here's Thompson with some room. Plays it near side. Porch. Here's Diegas now. Jesus. Little back heel for Thompson. Now, the last time these two teams played here, St. Louis did score that first goal. Blocked on the attempt by Pereira. Porch runs it down in the corner, but then the Blast ran off 8 straight after that first goal. James Thomas had that goal for St. Louis in that game. And we're on milestone watch today for a couple players. Foul here on Pereira. So for St. Louis, James Thomas sitting on 99 career goals. His next will be 100. Mo Ndiaye sitting on 49 career goals. The next one will be 50 for him. And as far as points are concerned for the Blast, Ricardo Diegas, 198 career points. So he's 2 away from 200. And Jamie Thomas just 1 point away from 100. He's got 99.
All right, Paul, we could see some milestones here today.
There you go. There's a chance by NDI right there, but his bid for 100 goes wide. Good battle on the near side. Williamson now has it. Almeida, far side. Not sure. That was a interesting attempt by Cristo over there. And whistle blows, foul, and the Blast will have it. Kick or free kick on the far side.
That's a tough matchup for Jamie Thomas there with Cristo. Cristo, big boy.
Melo had his first point in a while last night. Of course, missed 10 games with the hamstring injury. Melo's just happy to be back playing. Frater makes the turn, scored from that position last night. Oh, nice hesitation move there. Puts his defender on skates for a second, keeps it alive, gets it inside. Still have it, and Thompson shoots it wide. Frater took Williamson down, and a foul called on Kevon, and it'll be a free kick for St. Louis.
Paul, for the folks that have been watching last night and tonight when it comes to Kevon Frater, if you've learned nothing, boy, he is strong on the ball.
Yeah, no doubt. Slick moves there in the corner as well. MITRE, the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. They're one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in all of the world. Visit them at mitre.com. And Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Check out the new MASL fan store. It'll be launching soon. It'll be a top-of-the-arc restart for St. Louis. Good chance here. And, of course, Capelli has been busy this weekend with these Barks uniforms last night and the Autism Awareness uniforms today.
Yeah, that was a tough break for Baltimore. Melo was dropping back on that counter and just happened to knock it out in the defensive third, so good chance here for the ambush.
Almeida tries to play to the corner, but that's blocked away. Loose in front. Rodriguez parries that away. Frater heads it down, drags it forward. Ball hits Eske. Mello steps in front of him. Rodriguez to the midfield, and Frater does a nice job. No! It goes out of play, but it hit Frater in the back before it went out.
He touched that ball. I thought he did a fantastic job touching that ball.
Well, that's just a terrible call because of the effort by Frater to go up and hit him in the back. All right, so a second opportunity here for St. Louis. Wow.
Tough break for the Blast as, again, these top-of-the-arc restarts. Really good chance for the ambush.
I mean, it was clear that it hit him. And I mean, if he's because his feet were off of the floor, does that make him out of play?
I'm not sure that was the thinking there because he obviously did touch the ball.
Drive. This is high and into the Blast bench.
That could almost be a three-line
Well,
violation there, Paul.
Well, it's a kick in, right? And it's in. It's well.
They're putting it right on
Well,
the
there you
goal line.
go. Sure. Just take away all the. There you go. That works. All right, here we go. Thomas. Now far side Guevara. Little back heel. Pereira's off the boards. Guevara in front. Oh, big save. I think Nascimento got a piece of that. Hundelt brings it out. Araujo taken away. Blast. Pereira's can't jump on that one, so St. Louis will build it back up again. Ball off the turn in front, that's blocked. NDI will settle in the midfield. Hundelt plays it back, nearing the midway point of quarter number one. Good slide tackle by Thomas there. Rivera has it knocked away. Thomas cleans it up just outside the box. Pereira's. Guevara. Harbour's played well. Harbour played well last night. And is you're going to rely on his young legs here this afternoon.
He did play well last night. You can see him just gaining confidence every game. You know, as a younger player, you want to see that, getting more minutes and getting more comfortable.
Oh, good play by Thompson to break it out.
Numbers up for Baltimore.
Bramus. Nascimento aggressively comes out. Blast steal it back. Pacheco, Rodriguez. Bramus can't knock it clean. Good D there by the ambush. Porch now. Porch down the wing, shoots. That's off the glass. Comes out to Pacheco. Evenly matched here so far early on in this first quarter.
It really has been against St. Louis. That's what they want to do early in these games, and to you, don't let Baltimore kind of get in their rhythm. And they've done a good job so far.
Bramus missed Diegas there. The ball instead went right to Nascimento. Kind of get the feeling this is going to be a back and forth all day.
Blast players were calling for something down there on the bench, Paul. Not sure what it was.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened when the ball hit the boards. Blast quickly restart. Thompson, good ball on the near side. Oh, good chip here. Mello shot goal. Oh, what a setup by Diegas. And Mello is the advantage as he scores to give the Blast the 1-0 lead.
Paul, I cannot say how good that touch was from Diegas. That was a very difficult ball into him, and just a little flick off onto the running Mello, and he finishes far. What a touch. I mean, what a touch.
Yeah, that's a great finish. Nascimento had no chance. Timeout on the floor. Blast get the early lead. Back with more first quarter action after the break.
Playing the lottery responsibly means knowing if something is a fact or a myth. Things like playing the lottery is a good way to relieve stress. The fact is, you shouldn't play the lottery when you're stressed in any way. Learn more facts and myths at mdlottery.com, and please play responsibly.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
All right, welcome back to Baltimore. Blast lead it 1-0 over the Ambush, and what a setup by Dieguez. Now for Dieguez, it's 199 career points. Melo scores his 4th goal of the season. He had an assist last night, has a goal today. And Blast, big goal there to get the early lead.
We'll see if that stat holds true. You said earlier there, Paul, St. Louis struggling when giving up the first goal. We'll see if that continues here tonight, but great goal by Melo.
All right, Ambush play it in, but it's taken away. Blast play Thomas. Rodriguez now. Melo drops it back for Diesel. Diesel gets a step, plays it off the boards. Frater can't win it. Esque comes out with it in the midfield. William Esque, 15 goals on the season. Williams got 107 career goals in the MASL. Far side, Carvalho. Thomas plays the boards. Pereira doing everything he can to match up with the much bigger Carvalho.
He is a big man. He is a big man.
Now Briggs plays it. Patos down the wing. That had little pace on it. Foul called here, and it'll be a free kick for the Blast. Both teams make wholesale changes. Chad Porch back on the field for the Blast. Here he is on the far side. Yuri with some pressure on Pacheco, but he settles things down in the midfield.
Yuri, one of the players that St. Louis has picked up later in the season. You have to be careful for Yuri. Very, very fast player. So you want to watch his speed.
Ambush steal it. Comes all the way down for Rodriguez. He plays the boards. Thompson with a slick pass. Blast quickly on the counterattack. But a nice job by the Ambush to get back and stand them up defensively. Here's Dieguez. SK with a good double team there. And then a smart little play as he just went 180 and was able to break out. Good ball by Williamson. Shot, that's blocked. Hundelt runs on. Dieguez steals though. Good read by Ricardo. And we're gonna foul from the far side official on Dieguez as he pulled down Arroyo, and it'll be a free kick for St. Louis with 3:38 left in the first quarter. Don't forget about MASLsoccer.com, your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And take 10, that's all the time you'll need for Eric Bergred, and take you inside the game, get to know some of the big stars advancing the sport on and off the field. 10 for 10 airs weekly on MASL TV. Now Rodriguez now. Here's Ramuse. Ramuse tries it with the right foot, couldn't get a shot off. Frater battles, but NDI takes it away. Thompson battles down the far side with Cristo. Thompson won the battle. Ball off the boards. Nice play there by Bramuse. And stoppage of play here. NDI is down and holding his head. So, well, they're going to bring the trainer out, so I guess Mo will be off the field for 2 minutes.
He will.
We'll see. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help the athlete battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it for yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. And again, playoff tickets available. Join all of the teams in sunny San Diego. They square off in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs April 5th through 7th. Visit frontwavearena.com to reserve your seats today as the first 2 rounds in San Diego.
And Baltimore clinched their spot last night, Paul.
Yep. Baltimore punched their ticket. They'll be headed to San Diego. Shot saved by Nascimento off the blast by Portage. Corner kick blast. One-man wall for the ambush. Freighter with the left foot. Oh, it's kicked off. I don't know if it was headed towards goal, but St. Louis kicked it out. It was a nice play by Briggs.
Yeah, Briggs doing his job there. He knew what he needed to do on the back post there just in case it got by Nascimento, and good clear by Briggs.
Porch goes down the wing. Nascimento fouls Porch. Surprised they didn't have a play on there because Nascimento, they called the foul way back as, well, he made his move. Okay. So 2-man wall now for St. Louis. There's Pacheco. Pacheco with the right foot puts it into the crowd. So we get a goalkeeper distribution for Nascimento. Already just such a different style from Nascimento than Coughlin from last night. Nascimento is going to come out and challenge everything aggressively.
Nascimento is extremely aggressive. That's the correct word, Paul. Very, very aggressive goalkeeper, which can be good, but you can really take advantage of that aggressiveness.
Well, obviously it's good, but, and there's no surprise because he's so aggressive, he's picked up 4 blue cards this year. He's got 8 penalty minutes because he gets himself into situations where, he's just a little too aggressive, commits a foul, and then it's a penalty because he's, stopping a scoring chance. Here's Thomas now. Blast have it with under 2 to play here in the first quarter. Ball to the corner. Good ball for Guevara. Cairo. Now back for Thompson. Blast make a quick change, and Dieguez gets out. Come near side for Thompson. Now Juan. Porch on the far side, 1:20 left in the first. Here's Pereira, gives it away again, but Dieguez fights for it back. Nice job there by Dieguez to win the ball back.
Yeah, that was a great job by Dieguez. He's got Williamson on him, who is a tough defender, so that was a good job kind of winning that ball back.
Looks like ball goes through the box. Looks like Pereira's a little bit shaken up. He was grabbing that right ankle after the play went towards the near side. Good chip here. Porch. Oh, couldn't get a good touch on. Rayo heads it out.
There's Yuri's speed.
You see it right there. Comes through, shot, goal, and he used it to get the advantage. And there's number 100 for James Thomas as he puts it home. And inside a minute ties this game at 1.
Just I was saying earlier, Paul, Yuri, speedster, used it there, beat his man, and St. Louis Ambush are on the board here, 1-1 in the first.
Time of the goal, 14:23.
No, we have a flag, Paul. We have a challenge flag.
David Bascom's thrown the challenge flag for a handball that started that whole play. We will take a look. So I think what he's challenging here is the original outlet by Yuri. When Yuri settled the ball, the Blaster saying that he played it with his hand. Let's see. Interesting challenge in the first quarter. It did happen right in front of the Blast bench. And yeah, he does.
That's, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
That's
a handball.
Looks pretty definitive. That looks pretty definitive.
It was close because you weren't sure whether it was the chest or the hand, but it was pretty clear on that replay that he touched it with his hand. Or he touched it, or he settled it here. You get a good look here, too. On this replay, yeah, he gets it with the arm. And the decision has been rendered by the officials.
That was quite quick, so. I know the league likes to keep these in under a minute.
No goal.
That's a great challenge by David Bascombe. He's not one to use those often in the first quarter so early, but that was a great challenge.
So Blast will restart it here at midfield with 37.8 seconds left. Thomas will start it. Now, Freighter on the far side. Kivon can't get around NDI, so he plays it around. Now here's Mello on the near side. Pereira snap. Works on Briggs. Thomas near side. So take off number 100 for Thomas for St. Louis. 5 seconds left. Diesel plays it up top. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Ball's blocked. Rebound, shot wide as the first quarter comes to an end. After 1 quarter of play, Blast lead it 1-0. Back with second quarter action after the break on MASL TV.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because connect with your local agent or visit us online.
The story is changing. The words ever evolving. Bolder, braver. We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings. It's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day we're proving it.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
And welcome back to Baltimore. There you see Jamie Thomas. Blast lead at 1-0 as Jonatos Mello on the goal in the first quarter, with the assist going to Ricardo Dieguez. And I think that's just what the doctor ordered for the Blast in that first quarter, you know, coming off of the game last night. You know, there wasn't too much hectic pace to the game. The Blast kind of controlled play and got the goal.
Absolutely, Paul. Maybe some tired legs after that. That was a pretty physical game last night against Utica, as it always is. And, yeah, just what the doctor ordered for Baltimore, get that first goal. Although they probably would have liked to have seen a bit more possession because it was really a back and forth quarter. But
the Blast outshot St. Louis 9-3 in that first quarter. Let's see here. Foul called on Diesel. St. Louis wants 2 minutes, but referee says just a foul. We'll see if the Ambush challenge this.
that would be interesting, Paul, because if we have this replay, Nascimento jumps over Diesel completely.
And then falls down.
Well,
you know. So. All right, so just a foul. See the replay here. Let's see. Yeah. Little embellishment there. When you're dealing with Mike Diesel, you never know.
That is very true. One thing you're going to get with Diesel is he will be going into the tackle very strong.
Well, there's only one way he knows how to play the game.
Yes.
Rodriguez picks it up, and there's a player down in the corner. Let's see, that is
number 80.
Rados.
Yeah.
Shots on goal this afternoon's first quarter.
He's okay.
And the Blast 9. Once again, shots on goal this afternoon's first quarter. St. Louis 3 and the Blast 9.
Here's Frater. Looks like Pereira's okay after he was holding that ankle at the end of the first quarter, but moving around pretty good now. Ball for Frater on the far side. Drops it off. Juan fakes a shot. Now gets cut off by NDI. Good defense there by Mo. That's a lot of beef out there when you talk about NDI and Carvalho.
And Cristo.
And Cristo, right. Fury. Oh, how about the nutmeg?
Cheeky move by Mello.
Yeah, he paid the price for it.
He sure did.
On St. Louis's number 21, Rafael Arrojo. Free kick Blast.
A free kick for the Blast here in the midfield. Oh, room for Rodriguez here, but thought he would retreat, but he's not. Now he does. Porch gets the rebound. Nascimento comes out. Another aggressive play.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Paul. You saw how aggressive he is.
Yuri has it taken away. Porch. And Blast have it again. I mean, at this point, you know, when you talk about a real aggressive guy like Nascimento, I mean, you got to be thinking back post, right?
Yes. That's what I was saying. You can really take advantage of his aggressiveness by looking for that back post runner, being a little more patient, because he will almost bring himself out of position. He gets so aggressive.
A foul here in the Blast in the midfield, so we're going to kick in for St. Louis with 12:38 left in the half in a low-scoring affair here in Baltimore.
Number 31, Ivan Frater. Free kick St. Louis.
Cemento walks it up. Schmerman on the field. Last steal. Pereiras. Pacheco back for Pereiras. That's kicked away. Jesus keeps it alive. Diesel plays it. Thomas with some room. Jamie shoots. Parried away. Good save there, but ball comes all the way out to the midfield, and it's gathered in by Diesel.
Ambush slow to rotate there on the weak side. Baltimore had a good look on that.
There's Pacheco now. He's going to take on Cristo. Pereiras on the near side. Pacheco. Use it for Diesel. Blast again controlling the possession. Lose the handle here. Diesel steps up, though, and prevents the transition opportunity. He kicks it into the mezzanine level here, and it'll be a kick in for the ambush. Carvalho plays it back. Bad touch there, but ambush recovered. Now the Blast with some pressure as they've kind of changed tactics here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's interesting, Paul. We talked about that earlier. With Baltimore playing last night, they might sit back a bit and absorb some pressure and save some legs.
50 footwork by NDI, but he's denied by Rodriguez as Mo just took it coast to coast there. Shot here, just wide. Barreras can't get a foot on it. So some good pressure here by the ambush now. Thomas. Hundell battles in the corner against the double team. Now Reynos comes over to help, but the Blast take it away and clear. Gives the defense a chance to regroup here. Bad pass for Esque. He recovers and plays it back for Nascimento.
That helped the Blast out there. They were able to make a couple changes. They were caught defensively, so that bad pass there had them able to make a line change.
Little things, right, Brad?
Yeah.
Anytime you have a team on their heels with some tired legs, anything you can do to get the advantage, but one bad pass and all of a sudden it's back to equal again. Here's a good ball. Carvalho matched up with Thompson. Almeida. Williamson on the far side. Of course, Blast very familiar with Williamson from his time in Harrisburg. Villegas on the floor now. Under 10 to play here in the first half. Yuri goes down, foul called on Thompson. Yeah, he is just so quick.
The few times he's touched the ball today, his speed is just so evident. Dangerous all the time around the ball.
All right, two-man wall for the Blast. It's Ramos and Villegas. Goes all the way through far side. Rodriguez knocked it away. Thomas plays it around the boards. Rodriguez gathers it in. Julian goes short for Mello. Blast come out with it with 9:15 left in the half. Ramos near side. Porch. Tries for Villegas, but it goes by. Ball flick through. Thomas. Rodriguez beats him there. Good settle by Ramos. Quick turn. Ramos can't get around that third defender, but the Blast retain possession.
I think Welly's eyes were as big as saucepans there looking for the net.
Counter now by St. Louis. Oh, Diesel right there to take it away.
That was well done by Diesel.
Yes, sir. Now
could have forced the pass.
They rotate far side. Shot just wide by Ramos. Villegas with good hustle. Villegas keeps it alive. He gets fouled. Blast will have a free kick with a 8:29 left in the half. All right, so Pereira will trigger. Pacheco. Back to Pereira. Almost lost it around the turn. Now he gets stepped into and the foul called on Pereira.
Yeah, bad first touch by Juan there kind of caused that play. And St. Louis is going to be able to try and get out here, which they do quite well.
Hundell beats the pressure, but St. Louis loses it in
Great
the midfield.
hustle by Porch.
There's Porch. Porch touch, shot, goal. Pereira scores from Porch on the turnover. It's 2-0 Blast.
Paul, we were talking about the aggressiveness of Nascimento, right? Came out very aggressive to shut Porch down. He didn't hesitate with the ball. Look back post to Pereira.
Yeah, take a look at the replay. You called it, and look how far he comes out, and then he's got no chance. Good vision by Chad Porch, assist number 8 of the year. And for Juan Pereira, goal number 18 on the season. And for Juan, his 3rd goal of the weekend.
Paul, how about Chad Porch this year? What a find he's been, and how quickly he has acclimated to indoor.
Yeah, I tell you, you watched him at the TST, and the TST is just like, it's just indoor without boards. This one goes out of play. It'll be, I believe, a kick in for St. Louis when we come back from the break. 7:51 left here in the first half. Blast lead at 2-0 over St. Louis. Back with more here on MASL TV.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
Playing the lottery responsibly means knowing if something is a fact or a myth. Things like playing the lottery is a good way to relieve stress. The fact is, you shouldn't play the lottery when you're stressed in any way. Learn more facts and myths at mdlottery.com, and please play responsibly.
GooseUpCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Galazo Network. Alex Bastovansky, Phil Levanko joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's game and discuss the league's hot topics. Well, Blast, only 2 goals in this one. Oh, deflected in. Oh, man, what a tough break. Ball was going wide by Carvalho, and then it hit off of Mello and right past Rodriguez for the goal.
Unfortunate for Baltimore. So much had to go wrong there for that to go in. Deflects off of Mello and then nutmegs Rodriguez, and St. Louis is on the board.
Hit Mello right in the chest. Sometimes rather be lucky than good. Unassisted goal at 7:16 to cut the Blast lead in half. Drive by Rodriguez is over the glass. So we get a goalkeeper distribution for Nascimento.
Sometimes that's all you need to get going, Paul. Just some breaks.
NDI sweeps it forward. The ball through the middle to the midfield. Briggs plays it far side. NDI. Blocked. Goes to the far corner. Pacheco takes his time. Rodriguez.
High pressure here by St. Louis.
And Blast able to beat it to the far side. Pacheco. Now Diesel has some space and he'll carry it the rest of the way. Blast to make a change. Thomas on. Plays it far side. Pacheco. Gets around Arroyo, drives to the middle. Guevara tries to turn. He gets held by NDI, no call. Blast steal. Bramuz. Foul called on the Blast. Blast can't be happy about that sequence.
Great interior pass to Guevara, and couldn't make the turn, and then Baltimore ends up coughing up the penalty.
Ball in the corner. Thompson comes together with Rados, and Rodriguez takes the advantage. Well, Diegas couldn't run it down. Good header by Chakunti, who's played very sparingly here. Rados was free for a second. Blast recovered defensively, and he gives it away. Diegas. Ricardo to the corner. Ball squirts free, and Cemento right there to pick it up.
I'd like to see Diegas hold that play up there, Paul. That's not his game, really running at you. Slow that down a bit and then let us get set.
Maybe he was trying to catch him off guard.
Perhaps.
Nascimento now, he'll drag it. Good ball by Briggs around, goes through everybody. Vermouth there for the Blast defensively, and a great kick out for Porch. Porch runs it down. Williamson eliminates him. Referee says play on. Here's NDI. Carvalho, let's see if he just shoots it towards goal again. Why not? Last one worked out pretty well for him. Now Schmerman. NDI near side. Ambush, slow the pace. I think Blast will take that.
Yeah, they're not hurting Baltimore's feeling by slowing it down. That is for certain.
Now Cemento's going to join the play. Maybe. Now changed his mind. Oh, good ball in front. That goes through the goal crease. There's Esque now.
That is a big strength of Mo NDI's game. We talked last night about Mo Marcilla, his vision. NDI's great vision from the back, distributes very, very well.
Here comes Yuri. You got to give that guy a step. Back heel, Williamson, little give and go. Almeida, far side. Esque plays it back. So over a minute of possession time here, the most for St. Louis here in the first half. Frater got tangled up with Arroyo, and Blast able to clear. Williamson plays it back, and Blast will allow Nascimento to come forward. Good ball off the boards. Thomas shoots. Diesel blocks that one into the crowd.
Really well done here by St. Louis. Getting some possession time, making Baltimore chase a bit. Again, who has playing that quick back-to-back. Although Baltimore would like that slower pace, it does tire you out when you're chasing.
All right, so corner here for St. Louis. Thomas, a little toe poke, and we'll do that again. This time he tries to go through the wall, it's blocked. Thomas, ball comes around the turn, and St. Louis will retain possession. Esque on Thomas. Ball comes around, loose, blocked. Frater gets it out. Thomas can't beat Esque. Good job there by Will to keep it alive. Pacheco, nice play to play it back for Rodriguez. Good ball off the boards, breakout for Frater. Kevon goes around, Arroyo gets taken down. Referee says play on, and St. Louis clears. Blast will make some changes. Patrick Thompson runs on. Thomas holds it up with 2:45 left in the half. There's Pacheco and Thompson. Frater fights for position inside. Thompson, that's blocked. Right into the hands of Nascimento. Quick outlet for Thomas. Quick double team by the Blast, and Blast can't take it away. Frater almost got that steal. I mean, you've got guys on this team, Brad. I'm talking about the Blast. Guys like, you know, Pereira and the veterans that have played 18 games and now they're playing back-to-back days. And they're, you know, they're doing everything they can. But then you got guys like Melo and Pereiras and Frater who haven't played a lot. Turnover here, and this one a break because the Blast were changing and they almost gave away a goal. Luckily, St. Louis puts it into the crowd instead of in the back of the net.
Wow, did Baltimore get out of jail free there? I'm not sure what was going on with the line change. Rodriguez was all the way over to the bench.
That was ugly. Good ball, near side, Diesel.
That was a great first touch by Diesel.
Porch now. Now play it back for Melo. Blast will possess with 1:20 left in the half. Govera. Oh, Pereiras couldn't quite swipe it by. Blasto take it away. Good work by Govera. Look, Diesel's involved in a little tangle-up. What a surprise. Foul called on St. Louis. So Blast free kick with 1:08 left in the half.
Surprised those words came out of your mouth.
Yeah, right, I know. It's such a shocker. Hundell picks up the foul. Thompson, Diegas, Thompson shot. Cemento with a good save. Ball chipped into the midfield. Nice play there.
That's a great ball for
great
SK.
Pass for SK. He's in. He scores. He beats Rodriguez with just 46 seconds left in the quarter. And St. Louis comes back to tie it at 2.
Great counter by the ambush. Even better vision on the pass. And SK, one of their, if not their most dangerous player, and slots at home.
SK picks up goal number 16 of the year and goal number 108 of his career. Carvalho gets the assist. Tied at 2.
So, Paul, if you're the ambush, I think you're very happy with this half. If you're the Blast, I think you're a bit frustrated.
Yeah, you're a bit frustrated, but I think you've managed things well. It's the second straight day you've given up a goal late in the half to tie the game. But you've managed and you've, you know, got a half through playing back-to-back and you're tied. So, I mean, you've got to be pretty happy with that. 2 seconds, 1, and that'll do it. Thomas won't get a shot. And that'll bring to a close the first half of play. Last 2, St. Louis 2 after 1 half, and last night it was 3-3, tonight it's 2-2.
Yeah, score is pretty similar. This game definitely hasn't gone like last night's for sure, but again, I'm sure Baltimore's not gonna be happy giving up those late goals in the ends of these quarters. But as I just stated, I think Ambush is going to be very happy with that half. I think Baltimore is going to be a bit frustrated.
All right, go to break. Come back with halftime after the break here on MASL TV.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable.
I just want to be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just want to be victorious. Fire in the flames is glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just want to be victorious. Us, victorious. Us.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
Playing the lottery responsibly means knowing if something is a fact or a myth. Things like playing the lottery is a good way to relieve stress. The fact is, you shouldn't play the lottery when you're stressed in any way. Learn more facts and myths at mdlottery.com and please play responsibly.
Shoot! He scores!
What's up, soccer fans? This is the MASL in 5. I'm Alex Bastuvansky. Great to see you again. I've only got 5 minutes to get you caught up on all that's gone down in the league over the past week, so let's go.
Here's De Oliveira. Leo with a drive, blocked by the Comets. Now shot, far side. Craig Childs, goal, San Diego.
It was a highly anticipated rematch between San Diego and Kansas City last weekend in Missouri. Last time they faced off, the Comets won 9-6. Well, the Sockers flipped the script this time. They were in control the whole way. Nice goal by Drew Ruggles there. He had a goal plus a helper as San Diego cruised to the 7-3 victory. It was a tough weekend all around for the Comets. They faced the Savage 2 days earlier. Things were no better, losing 9-4 in that contest. So Chihuahua and San Diego right now sit 1-2 respectively in the standings, with KC coming in a distant third. Let's look at the playoff race. St. Louis is pushing hard for that 8th and final postseason berth. They've been looking fantastic as of late, since the Taiyu trade actually. The Comets beat up on Milwaukee. That is not a misprint. 13-6, they took down the Wave. The Ambush entered this weekend having won 3 of their last 4 games. The team they're chasing for 8th did what they had to do for the most part. Tacoma took down Dallas 10-5 on Monday, and on Wednesday they beat up on Texas 12-4. They did lose to Empire 7-6, however, last Friday. Let's take a look at the standings as we enter this weekend then. Tacoma sits in 8th. St. Louis is 5 points behind, but they do have 2 games in hand to try to make up that difference. Dallas is still alive. They got to get hot, though, and hope those 2 teams falter. So, if you're following that playoff chase, you got to tune in to St. Louis against Baltimore on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. St. Louis needs a win, and the Blast are faltering with just 1 win in 6 games, so the Ambush need to take advantage of that. Who was hot last week? Here were some nominees for the Players of the Week. Jamie Lovegrove had a ridiculous game against Texas. He absolutely shredded the Outlaws to the tune of 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points total. Frank Taiyu continues to love life with the Wave. He only played once last week, but he was killing it. The King had 5 goals and 2 assists in Milwaukee's win over Texas. He now has 12 points in 2 games with Milwaukee. And Justin Stinson had another great week for Empire. Justin put up 3 goals plus 1 assist for the boys in purple as they took down Tacoma but fell to San Diego 2 days previous. Your Green Drop Players of the Week, it was a San Diego sweep. In goal, Snare Williams. Defensively, it was Cesar Cerda, and on offense, it was Tavoy Morgan. Let's start things off with Tavoy. Great once again, 4 goals and 1 assist in those 2 Sockers wins, including that beauty right there for the man from Spanish Town, Jamaica. Defensively, Mr. Cesar Cerda, 2 assists in the week, including 4 blocks, as the Sockers, yes, won those 2 contests. And in goal, Snare Williams, who took over from Boris Pardo and was admirable in relief. 18 saves, just 5 goals allowed. Okay, time now for your plays of the week.
Tip. Williamson to Chakute, header! Oh! Yeah, baby!
Plays it long. Herrera chested to Briscoe. Briscoe finishes. Picture perfect for the Stars.
There's the whistle. Shot. Save. Header. Save again. Third chance. No.
2v2 break going the other way. Laidley with Fowler for company. Laidley right-footed shot into the bottom corner as we seesaw back in front.
Craig, as the big man Quintana gets muscled off the ball here by Fabian. Leonardo Espinosa now Stinson. Oh, what a shot! Colossal!
Field. From midfield. Goal! What a rip!
Corner Charlie. Gonzalez with the left footer, no good. Savoy measuring the rebound. Shot! Score! Got it on the second try.
Rally, and now Harris will dump it back down in. Takes that weird high bounce and a bicycle kick hit just underneath the crossbar. Dos Santos, are they giving it a goal? They do. Adriano Dos Santos.
And of course, you can stay up to date on everything that's going on in the MASL all throughout the season with great future stories, the latest news, statistics, by checking out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
Please 6 miles, runway 26 right, clear to land.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASL iFootball, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASL iFootball to sign up, get started, and play.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
The story is changing. The words ever evolving. Bolder, braver. We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings, it's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day we're proving it.
And welcome back to Baltimore as low-scoring first half here in Towson. Blast 2, St. Louis 2. Ambush got the equalizer late in that second quarter. 14-14 from William S.K. to tie the game at 2. Let's take a look at how it unfolded in that first half. Blast got on the board first. A perfect pass from Diegas to Mello, who finished to make it 1-0. And then the Blast would go ahead 2-0 on a great feed from Porch to Pereira, but credit to St. Louis, they get back in the game.
Yeah, St. Louis doing exactly what they need to do here today. They knew Baltimore played last night, just kind of hanging around, got some good luck there on the first goal, and then SK on the break, and he slots it.
Yeah, slots it far post, ties it at 2, and that's where we stand as we get ready for action here in quarter number 3. There you see the crowd here in Baltimore. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. And make sure you subscribe to MASL TV on YouTube. Find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. That's MASL TV on YouTube. Interesting to see if the Blast change tactics here in the second half. Coming off the game last night, maybe wanted to get a half in the books there, and then maybe go after it here in quarters number 3 and 4. See what kind of effect that late goal has, and if it gives the Ambush any momentum here to start the third.
Yeah, we'll see if Baltimore maybe wants to try and press a bit higher now here in the second half. They, I don't want to say rested that first half, but at least didn't press too much. Maybe change things up a bit for Coach Bascombe here against the Ambush.
Two teams in their huddles here as we get ready to start quarter number 3. Blast have clinched a playoff spot. St. Louis is battling hard for that 8th spot. They are 4 points behind Tacoma right now, but for St. Louis, they have 2 games in hand, which means they're right there.
Yeah, that's really important. You need to pay attention to those games in hand. They are 4 points behind, but having those games obviously gives them a pathway to the playoffs in San Diego. And as we stated at the beginning of the game, they've been playing some really inspired soccer. As you can see here, tied with Baltimore here at TU.
Yeah, St. Louis comes in averaging almost 6 goals a game, and really they've done a lot of damage over the last 4 or 5 games to bring that goals per game average up. And here we go. Start things here in quarter number 3. Hundelt and Nascimento exchanging passes. Nascimento down the wing, shoots into the netting. I don't know, do you like that? It's just like, what's the use?
Yeah, you know, there's if you've been watching some Empire soccer this season, Obasi's really implemented that goalkeeper 6 attacker almost the entire game. I think the verdict's still out on it.
See, the problem when you bring your keeper that far up, though, Fallon Williamson, I mean, he's got to do that. If you play that ball and you don't put it on target but keep it in play, you're basically giving up a goal. So it's either on target or over the glass.
It's a very aggressive move for sure.
Herrera can't pull the trigger. Now goes far side, and Mello couldn't tap that in as he kicks it over the glass. We'll get a goalkeeper distribution for the ambush.
Really would have liked to see Juan let it rip there.
I don't think he could quite get. The timing was just off to where the ball wasn't on his foot when he had a shot at the goal, and it just never worked out timing-wise. And this is into the netting. It's just interesting to watch the different styles because, you know, Blast value possession. They don't just shoot the ball to shoot the ball. And, you know, and a lot of times, some of the greatest goals you see are scored from, especially this arena, in the midfield. But you really don't see the Blast do that a lot because they would just rather possess the ball and look for better chances and better opportunities.
Yeah, it's very diverse philosophies depending on, obviously, the coaching staff. And Baltimore has always been possession first. There are some teams that really like to run and get up and down the floor, so a lot of differences.
Blast beat the pressure. Frater back for Thomas now. And honestly, the surprise for me in that first half was that St. Louis didn't push the tempo, knowing the Blast was playing back-to-back.
Yeah, and you would think that would really benefit Baltimore, and it didn't so much, right? I mean, we were tied at halftime. St. Louis did a good job. But again, I'm with you. I was very surprised that they played a slower tempo.
All right, here's Pereiras now. Ball doesn't come off the boards the right way for Frater, and that gives St. Louis a chance. Chip it down, shot, goal. Great job. It's another assist for Nascimento. And Arroyo scores to make it 3-2.
Some miscommunication in the back between Jamie Thomas and Pacheco, kind of getting their signals crossed there. They're both kind of looked at each other, and Araujo had an open header.
And they're really, neither one of those guys is a defender, so, you know, Jamie's back there today because Silla's out, and Arroyo takes advantage on the assist from Nascimento.
1:45 in the third quarter. St. Louis goal scored by number 21, Rafael Araujo. Assist to number 17, Paul Nascimento.
First lead of the game for St. Louis, 3 straight goals for the ambush.
Yeah, goals were scored in streaks last night, weren't they, Paul? It was like 3 in a row for one team, 3 in a row for the other.
Blast had 4 in a row in that third quarter to kind of open the game up. Ball comes through, and Diego's was late. Just a hair late there to get to that one. Blast take it away. Porch goes through 2 defenders. Thompson helps, and he wins it back. Diego's back for Thompson, plays it wide. Diego's picks himself off the ground.
Him and Williamson battling down in the box.
Porch. Diesel has got some space. Pacheco. Diesel shot deflected. And headed back to Nascimento. Shot. Rodriguez the save. Diesel knocks it down. Foul called on the Blast. St. Louis wanted a handball on Diesel. Haven't seen the challenge flag yet.
I think you can already tell here early that the ambush want to push the pace a lot more here in the second half.
Yeah, no question. Around the turn, goes by everyone. Pacheco, stolen away by Yuri. Hundell plays it back for Nascimento. NDI goes around Bramus. Gets it taken away and foul called. And a blue card. Is this going to be on Bramus? Well, he is really favoring that right ankle. As he heads to the box. So power play for St. Louis. Take a look at the replay. I don't even know if he really even touched him.
There wasn't a lot in that, Paul.
It almost looked like, well, he turned his ankle while he was running with him, and then NDI just fell down. All right, here you go, power play. St. Louis, 33% on the man advantage. Blast penalty killing down to 86% after they gave up a power play goal last night. Oh, tough break there as Rodriguez's outlet goes over the glass.
Yeah, the Blast power kill has, penalty kill has been just fantastic this year, although they did give one up last night.
It was only the second power play goal of the season for Utica, but they did cash in last night. Hundelt, good ball on the boards. Gets the return, but goes over his foot. And Ambush have to regroup. Thomas. Referee says play on. 1:15 left in the advantage. Esquet weighs his options. Thomas. Esquet. Oh, he's so deadly. He's dangerous at that top position. And here's a goal. Power play goal for Almeida for St. Louis, and it's 4-2 Ambush. It's a nightmare start for the Blast here in the third.
Ambush doing a really good job of cycling the ball around the top of the arc there, and a bit of a deflection over Rodriguez's shoulder, and now Ambush up by 2.
So 4 straight for St. Louis. Thomas gets the assist. Almeida scores number 6 of the season to give the Ambush a 2-goal lead. Mello just misses wide. Porch can't win it. Here's Yuri with some speed, and he hits the post. Oh, Blast gonna break there. Yuri just missed it wide.
Unlucky for St. Louis. That would have been, what, 5 in a row.
Almeida. Good touch by Porch. Mello spins. Williamson. Cootie goes to the far side. Cristo. Now St. Louis really taking over here. Blast now are just chasing around.
Yeah, this is the dangers of playing these back-to-backs. You can come out very flat. Baltimore just does not have any spark right now, and St. Louis is taking advantage.
All right, so Nascimento will join the play. That's interesting with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I think they've decided in the second half they really want to run the Blast.
Rodriguez makes the save. Herrera's down. Chakuti's going to be called for the foul.
On St. Louis's number 53, Axel Chapunte. Drinking Blast.
Blast looking to get back in it, down at 2 goals. Pacheco shoots it just wide. Diesel runs on. Rados plays it up ahead. Rodriguez with a quick distribution. Pacheco. Diesel. Guevara. Thomas on the far side. Guevara. Porch lost the handle. Blast just a little bit out of sync here.
Yeah, some bad touches. I mean, that was a good stint of possession there, but then a bad touch.
And passes haven't been sharp. Barreras now far side. Pacheco. Thompson has it go off of his leg. Thompson plays it to himself off the boards. Good play for Diegas. Thompson goes down. Carvalho. Rodriguez takes it away. Now Thompson on the counter. Play a far side, Diegas. Diegas off the boards in front. Now Cemento comes way out and keeps it away from Pacheco. Well, Diegas knocked it down, but the bounce went right to St. Louis. They can't pull the trigger. Porch gets pushed from behind by Esque. Foul called there on St. Louis.
Really well done by Baltimore there defensively. St. Louis had their speedsters out there running, Yuri and Esque, and good job by Porch.
They find him on the near side. Quick moving third quarter, already 6.5 left. Pereira down the wing. Juan still has it, but it's again cleared by Nascimento. And for the most part today, Brad, the aggressiveness has worked for Nascimento.
It has. He's been caught once, but obviously they're up 2 here, so they've done quite well.
Thomas on the far side. Long shift for Diegas here. And now he'll come off. Thomas. Frater comes on. Diesel. Pereira far side, under 6 to play third. Now Mello. Frater on the far side. Pereira is going to tee it up. Nice play by Hundelt to hold his ground there. Frater. Mello. Frater tries to flick it forward. Now Cemento got a piece. Now Diesel will change with Thompson. Now Pacheco near side. Pacheco drags it. Arroyo with a nice block, and he comes on the counter. He gives it up, but right onto the foot of Hundelt, and he dribbles through the midfield. Briggs plays it near side, Cristo. Nascimento will jump into the play again. 4:40 left in the third. Only 2 goals here in the third scored by the ambush. Cristo on the far side. Jacuzzi. NDI with 4:15 left. This lead, St. Louis more than happy to possess here.
Absolutely, they don't need to be in a hurry. They're up 2. We've got a long way to go still, but they definitely don't need to force things.
Last steal, Thomas, Pacheco. Now back for Thomas. The eye kicks that away. Thompson, Porch, Blast give it away. Christo. Ball played to the corner. Ball loose and through. Porch over there on it. Now Rodriguez. Carvalho pushes Guevara to the turf. Esque. NDI will hold it up for the ambush. Whole lot of possession, not a lot of shots here in the third.
Yes, St. Louis has done well keep getting Baltimore out of their game.
Guevara. Oh, Nascimento pinned it to the boards. .240 left. Still haven't had the media timeout here in the third. It's been consistent play since the 10-minute mark. Have we had a whistle since?
It's been a very fast-moving third quarter.
I mean, I feel like we haven't had a whistle in like 5 minutes. Good ball. Last steal. There's Porch. Pushed off by Esque. Now Ferreras gets held. Whistle there on a holding foul. You can kind of see it. Blast are fighting, but they just don't have the legs. It almost looks like there's another player on the field for St. Louis.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit sluggish today for sure. The runs just aren't as crisp, lively.
Dieguez, goal off of, sure, why not? Off of Briggs. Well, hey, when nothing's going your way, just shoot it towards the net, and sometimes good things happen. Time of the goal, 13:21.
Bit of pinball there, Paul. Good job by Dieguez getting that shot on frame. Off the post, off a player, off another post.
Oh, he actually did hit the post first, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. Blast within a goal. 1:39 left in the third. Back with more on MASL TV.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because connect with your local agent or visit us online.
The story is changing. The words ever evolving. Bolder, braver. We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings. It's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day we're proving it.
Get the latest news on the MASL, your favorite teams, by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. And don't forget, Capelli Sport, the official, exclusive, preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Nice play by Rodriguez. All new MASL fan store is on the way. Congratulations to Ricardo Dieguez, as that goal gives him 200 career points in the MASL.
Congratulations, Ricardo.
Oh, giveaway here. Mello. He went down, no call. Pereira steals. How can you not call that on the play with Mello and then call that on Pereira? That is just not very consistent, Brad.
It's a good word, Paul.
Not very consistent at all, I don't think. All right, here's NDI, who will preside here. Blast get a delay of game warning. Almeida goes to the far side. All right, that snuck up on us here the last minute here in the third. Cemento. SK, turnover. 3 lines on Mello as he plays it into the offensive end. It's kind of a tough break.
Bit unfortunate. That's definitely a TU Arena thing there because Baltimore had St. Louis out of sorts and could have got a break.
Almeida is a superstructure violation. First superstructure violation we've had in a while, and much lower than the ball that hit the post and went all the way up past the lights here in TU Arena last night.
You don't see too many superstructure violations when it hits the crossbar and then the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Pereira, 38 left in the quarter. Blast would love to get one here and equal out that late goal by St. Louis in the second quarter. Checo on the far side. Now Diegas. Thompson with 18 to play. Diegas couldn't cut it through. SK with some good speed puts it up into the netting with 12.1 left. MASLsoccer.com, your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Visit MASLsoccer.com. 10 seconds to play. Thompson quickly up ahead. Pereiras. Pacheco, shot blocked, 2 seconds, 1 second, 0.9 left in the third. So it's going to have to be a shot directly on goal.
Nice block by Williamson. Right there at the end of the quarter.
I mean, don't you have to put 5 guys in a wall here? Because if anything goes anything other than on goal, it's going to end the quarter.
You would think.
Here we go. Checo hits it, and there we have it. End of the third. St. Louis outscores the Blast 2-1 in the third, and heading to quarter number 4, St. Louis leads it by a score of 4-3. Back with fourth quarter action after the break on MASL TV.
Talented girls in the MASL, let's hear it for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders. Give it up for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders. fans, here is the winning number drawn in the autographed soccer ball raffle. This afternoon's winning number, 943706. That number again, 943706. The winner can claim their prize immediately at the Blast Fan Club table.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win. Win.
What are we waiting for? No one comes into our house and pushes us around.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Campbell.
Uh-huh.
What kind of power you got? Oh, man, you know I got some soul power. This could be the greatest night of our lives.
We shut them down because we can.
They don't know your heart.
On this team, we fight for that edge.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's go!
Now 30 seconds into the fourth, and Blast looking for the equalizer. Pereira on the far side. Blast out shooting St. Louis 19-12, but trail on the scoreboard 4-3. Cristo using that big body in the corner. Diesel wins it. Pereiras. Diesel pushed back by Jacuti. Rodriguez forced to play it. Offside Pereiras, that gets chipped away, stolen by Almeida. Pereiras heads it straight up, then gets pushed off. It's kind of the worst thing that could have happened for the Blast, but Porch ends up with it.
Oh,
Rodriguez gives it away, and St. Louis scores. Just great pressure there. Escape was too much for Rodriguez, and it is the ambush that cash in early in the fourth as Jacute scores to make it 5-3.
Relentless pressure by the ambush, and just a bad giveaway.
Well, it all starts here. It all starts here with the play where Pereira's headed it. I think if he just lets that go, it's right into the hands of Rodriguez. Time to go 127. Jacute picks up goal number 6 of the year. Rodriguez with a little kick save. Ball hits the referee. Raider gets pushed to the ground. You know, it's funny, SK doesn't get the assist on that, but he sure deserved one. He did all the dirty work.
He most certainly did, and Baltimore's going to have to find a second gear here, Paul, for this fourth quarter.
Oh, good ball, shot, goal! Oh, Guevara for Pereira, and it's 5-4.
Guevara to Pereira. I like that, Paul. That's great hold-up play by Jairo. Fantastic job holding that up deep into the box and lays it off for Juan, who slots it into the net.
39 seconds after the ambush goal, Blast get back within one. Nice left foot there from Juan also. That's a nice run by Juan there as well. He beat Yuri.
He did. He dummied the run. He had Yuri thinking he was going to make the run outside, and he cut the inside, and Guevara lays off a perfect ball.
There's Pacheco. Inside Pereira off the boards in front, but that's knocked away. Williamson plays it to himself twice around the boards. Nice play there. And Guevara with a nice tackle. Gonzalez picks it up. Well, play's starting to pick up now, Brad.
Well, Baltimore knew they needed to do something a bit different if they were going to get back in this game.
Oh! Diegas with a great feed. And Jamie Thomas puts it into the crowd.
Jamie Thomas will want that one back.
I think Jamie had too much time to think about that one. And I think he had more room just to bring it one more step or two. Just another great setup by Diegas. Right, as we've seen all game, now Cemento into the midfield. NDI on the far side. Whole host of ambush in that box. Pereira's back for Diegas. He gets taken down. He's frustrated as he wanted the foul call. Now Cemento up into the offensive end. Kratos gets pushed into the boards. Foul called. Kratos, what does he weigh, like about $120?
That was an Oscar. That was an Oscar performance right there, my friend.
Are they challenging against their own player here? Do you really want the official to see what a dive that was? Fans here in Baltimore not pleased right now.
So Nascimento jawing with the Blast and the Blast bench as he comes over to his own bench.
What is he jawing about? What is he jawing about? They only play each other twice a year. And did he even play in game one? They were here? You're not going to see anything on this angle.
But then again, Paul, we have seen some players throw themselves into the boards. So.
Well, you know, Nick Pereira, I think he has to have the Oscar for this season in the MASL, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, he literally, after Silva pushed him, he literally took a step and then dove himself into the boards and ended up with a penalty kick. Maybe they'll just give St. Louis a penalty kick here. I mean, seriously, if this was Tacoma, they'd have a penalty kick right now. Am I right?
You would think.
So we'll get a free kick here. Oh, and that's the challenge flag is gone now, I think, for St. Louis.
That is, they will be out of challenges for the rest of the match.
Unless there's overtime. And then they get it back.
Correct. Now, I'm assuming they're saying that didn't rise to the level of a 2-minute penalty, but they're still calling it foul.
Correct. Which we all know after the play was over that it wasn't, but I don't think they can change that. Can they?
Most certainly can. They want to throw the flag there for the challenge. They could reverse that to an embellishment. It would be Baltimore's ball.
Briggs plays it over the glass. Checo now. Other side, Thomas. Thompson now. Blocked. Thomas runs it down. Here's Rodriguez with 11 minutes to play. Williamson holds off Frater, but...
Well done by Frater.
Yeah, Kevon got there first before it got back to Nascimento. Pacheco keeps it alive. And Thomas digs it out of the corner. Nice work there to get the possession back. Thompson now. Kind of miscommunicates with Pereira. They got to reload here.
Yeah, Juan wasn't sure if he wanted to make the overlapping run there or stop short.
Pacheco drags it. Now Pereira runs, but timing was off on that one too. Porch. Pereira. Blast cycled around. They play it down for Frater. Kevon does nice to win the ball. Kevon now keeps it alive, still has it. Still has it. Really good job using his strength there. Still has it. Yuri pushes him off, and finally Frater called for the foul. Some good work there, but Kevon never could really turn and get any space for himself.
No, good hustle and strength on the ball, but just a little too much on the ball.
Now Cemento with 10 to play. Shoots it wide. Guevara is back towards the middle. Still loose. Still loose. Cristo off the crossbar. No goal. Rojo tries to turn, and dangerous play there. So we get a free kick here for the Blast. Quick restart for the Blast. But he was kind of standing around. Porch couldn't pull the trigger. Good D there. Pereira's on the far side. Now Mello. Pereira's with 9:15 left. Mello at the yellow. Guevara set up the Blast last goal. Flicks it to the near side. Pereira runs it down. Guevara. Thompson into the netting with the left foot. And we're going to goalkeeper distribution for the ambush.
Some good ball movement there by Baltimore. Just could not quite get the finish in there from Pat Thompson.
Here's NDI on the far side. Ambush will walk it up. The pace has just been so weird today. So weird because the Blasts are quite content with slowing things down. And just surprisingly, St. Louis has been, and there's a goal. Ambush score. Every time the Blast has come close in this second half, St. Louis has had an answer, and it's Hundelt this time that scores to restore the 2-goal lead.
So Pat Thompson on defense there tries to go for the steal. Chicunte does a good job bodying off the ball, and then it's just numbers down for Baltimore at that point, and St. Louis puts it in the net.
Time of the goal, 6:30.
St. Louis goal scored by number 8, Dylan Hundelt. Assist to number 53, Axel Chicunte.
All right, Blast now down 2 again.
6:30 in the fourth quarter.
Shot saved. Diesel plays it back. Rodriguez gives it up. Shot wide. Diesel now. There's Pacheco. Dieguez. Back for Pacheco. Yuri's right there, gives it away. Try for Pacheco, that's wide. Cemento kicks it out. Thompson. Shot blocked. Breaks. Thompson keeps it alive. Can't get the shot off around the turn, and midway through the fourth, Nascimento gathers it in.
Yeah, we've talked about it all day, Paul. Baltimore just not sharp today. Just not sharp, just not crisp.
Blast trying to hold on to that perfect home record. That's just crazy.
I believe it's an embellishment warning.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. I was going to say they called a foul there. That's just absolutely ridiculous. But instead, it's the embellishment warning on Schmerman. So free kick for the Blast with 7:11 left. Diegas now. Diegas. Still loose shot. That's blocked away. Pereiras goes down. He's injured. Diegas gets into Arroyo, gets 2 minutes. He's just frustrated. Diegas has been fouled 3 or 4 times and just hasn't been called tonight. And now he takes his frustrations out on Arroyo, and he'll go to the box.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see if you're a Baltimore fan. They're trying to get back in this game. Frustration foul. Now that's going to cost them a man down for 2 minutes when they're trying to climb back in this game.
Pereiras is the more concerning thing is Pereiras is down in the offensive end. So St. Louis will go on the power play here. They've got 1 power play goal here already today. Now Pereiras is yelling at the St. Louis bench.
Not sure what the refs just showed blue card, yellow card for both teams. I'm not quite sure what that was for.
And Colbus smartly takes Pereiras around the backside so they don't have to walk through the St. Louis players. Somebody for the Blast got a yellow.
I'm assuming it's a bench 2 and yellow for both teams. If I were to guess, Paul, because I know there's a lot of jawing going on during the injury between both sides.
Last penalty to number 9, Ricardo Diegas. 2 minutes for tripping and a 5-minute misconduct. Time and penalties 8:05.
Oh, so he gets a blue and a... So Diegas is done for the day.
2 minutes for tripping and a 5-minute misconduct. Time and penalties 8:05 in the 4th quarter.
Big loss for the Blast.
It is. You don't want to see that again. You're down 2. It's one of your biggest playmakers, and like you said, Paul, he's obviously frustrated. He's been fouled all day, and it's just an unfortunate time for it to happen, right? 4th quarter, just under 7 minutes left, and you're down 2.
Interested to see what the 5-minute misconduct was for. Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1, 2. We'll sort it out when we come back. St. Louis on top 6-4. 6:55 left in this one.
The San Diego 2-man deep. Pushes forward. Dos Santos forces it in. We're tied at 8.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Get the latest news on the MASL, your favorite teams, by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Don't forget, every Monday, MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Galazzo Network. It's MASL Monday with Alex Bastianowski Phil Levanco. They are joined by each week by special guests from across the league, and they will recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. And hey, if you disagree with any call here tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review, with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Blaster in the playoffs. Get your playoff tickets for San Diego. St. Louis trying to do that. A big win here today if they can hold on.
This would go a long way for St. Louis as they're just fighting tooth and nail for that last playoff spot, that number 8 playoff spot. This would be a great win for them on the road. And like you said, Baltimore's been perfect at home, so a really good win for the Ambush if they can pull this out.
All right, 1:30 left on the advantage. Thompson takes that in the midsection. St. Louis, again, maybe more concerned with running some clock here than scoring. 2-goal advantage with 6 minutes to play. Biggest offensive threat for the Blast, sitting in the penalty box for the rest of the game. Hunt out now, midfield. Almeida has a power play goal today. He's got it again on that far side. Rodriguez gets the paw out, knocks that away. Thomas clears. He gets kicked by Hunt out, and it'll be a free kick for Baltimore with 35 left on the advantage.
Yeah, St. Louis just kind of buying some time for them again, not in a hurry, up 2 on the power play. Having 30 seconds left here for Baltimore to try and kill this off.
Thomas tries for Mello, that's taken away. All right, so some time left here for the Ambush. Esque goes far side. Gets it back with 15 left. Cross inside, knocked away. Thomas clears. 10 seconds. Here comes Nascimento. 3 seconds. Shot, goal. Perfect scenario. 1 second left on the power play, and Carvalho scores to make it 7-4.
Well, if you could draw it up for a picture-perfect book, Paul, that would be it. You squeeze all the time out of the power play. You score with 1 second left. And what a finish by St. Louis. I mean, nothing you can do there if you're Rodriguez. It's a fantastic finish.
Hundo gets the assist. Second power play goal of the game. So for the first time this year, the Blast give up 2 power play goals in a game. All right, 6th attacker for the Blast now. Down by 3 with just under 5 to play. Shot, goal. Rivera on the deflection from Mello. It's 7-5.
6th attacker here in TU Arena, Paul. That's a whole different animal than a lot of other places. It can be very volatile. It can go really, really well. It can go really, really poorly.
Bad, right, yeah. Time of the goal, 10-16. Just a great feed here from Mello. And a nice touch from Govero. Govero gets goal number 4 of the season. Mello picks up his 5th assist of the year. Blast will press now to try to create a turnover. They do.
It's a bad mistake there. That's going to be top of the arc, Paul.
Top of the arc restart. Here comes Mello as Rodriguez heads to the bench. I think. Or wait. You know, Blast might want to take a timeout here. Now they're going to stay with playing it straight up here.
I think we're going to see a timeout here, Paul.
Good call, Brad. Timeout. Blast will talk this one over. I mean, is it too early to go sixth attacker here?
Look, you could go really aggressive here and go, yeah, basically sixth attacker on the restart. Problem is, on this restart, it's either a goal or you're in trouble in transition, right? So
yeah, that's true.
We'll see what David Bascom wants to do.
So my question, and I said this when Diego's picked up the 2 penalties, right? So the 5 starts when the other one expires, or is it just 7 total?
Now the 5 should start the same time as the 2.
As the 2? So he will theoretically be back on the field then with a minute and change left.
And it has to be a stoppage. It has to be an actual
stoppage of play.
So we'll see what the Blast has worked on in training here, Paul, with the top of the arc restart. See if they can get another quick one.
Let's see what the Blast drew up for this one. So let's try to figure this out here. I guess, because, you know, Diego's would usually be on the field for this, so I guess Pereiras is out there instead, right? Pacheco far side, Porch and Pereira near. Pereiras shot block.
Good block by Hundelt.
All right, 4:30 left. Porch. Thompson runs off for the Blast. Blast not really sure what they want to do here.
I think they're waiting for Mello to get the 6 attacker jersey on, and he's out now.
I think he had to put the jersey on. All right, right back on it. Mello. Pereira. It's Pacheco on the far side. Pacheco. Pereira. Mello. Blocked. Good block there. Good job by St. Louis.
Another timely block by Hundelt. He's been getting down, sacrificing the body for the cause, and had 2 big blocks.
All right, so they'll walk off the wall here. Pereiras goes for Pacheco on the far side. .335 left. Pereiras deflected. Pereira blocked. Job by Williamson there.
Wow, St. Louis doing a fantastic job in the shooting lane. Scrambling there. Juan had a good looking goal, and Williamson comes over with another great block.
All right, Pereira will start this. Plays it back, Pereiras. We don't get a shot here. 3:20 left. Almeida's going to put some pressure on now. Pacheco off the glass, comes all the way through. Pereira gets free, hits the glass. Missed that by about 6 inches.
Unlucky. Unlucky for Juan Pereira.
Blast are doing exactly what they need to. Shot blocked. Porch settles it down, 2:50 left. Plays it back, dangerous pass, almost stolen away. Pereira. Mello. Pacheco. Good touch, Guevara goes to the far side. Porch lost the handle. Nascimento battles, it's still loose, and he covers up with 2:30 left.
He might call a timeout here, Paul.
And indeed, the ambush call a timeout. 2:26 left. Tough there for Pereira as he just missed on that ball that came through.
Yeah, Baltimore done a great job of working some diagonal passes. Got a good break for Pereira and just missed wide above the crossbar. And we're gonna need one here pretty soon.
Busy month for the Blast as here today after the game last night, then back on the road next week. They'll be in Milwaukee next Friday night, and then back home to take on Utica City on Saturday. And then, of course, don't forget the end of the month, 2 big home games for the Blast on March 28th and March 30th. Well, they really stacked the back end of the Blast schedule, didn't they?
They did. The month of March has been extremely busy.
And the last 10 days of the month, they play 5 games.
And some of the travel in that, Paul, we were talking earlier, that Milwaukee-Utica stretch, that's brutal. You play in Milwaukee and the next day in Baltimore.
Now, from what I understand, they're going to fly in. They're going to fly back into Baltimore on Saturday and drive right here to the arena to play that game against Utica City. That's why last night's win was such a big win.
It was. You definitely wanted to get that ticket punch for the playoffs. But that busy month for Baltimore continues all the way to the end. And then, Paul, there's no rest at that point because then you're right into the beginning of April and you're flying out to San Diego.
Yeah, that game on the 30th. And then the first round of the playoffs begins April 5th. So a lot of soccer to be played here in the next 3 weeks. Rodriguez back in goal for the Blast. Now Nascimento will play it with 2:26 left. Oh, dangerous pass, and we'll get a top of the arc restart, and I think we'll see the 6th attacker on this one.
Wow, James Thomas just gave Nascimento, we call a hospital ball there. He had nothing he was going to be able to do with that and just kicks it out of bounds.
Oh, nope, they're going to play straight. Wing shot, save Nascimento. That one, a nice clear. Last play it back for Rodriguez. Julian takes the timeout with 2:12 left. Last will bring that 6th attacker back on in Mello. Still just an enormous amount of time in this arena.
Oh, 2 minutes, plenty of time. No need to panic quite yet. As again, Baltimore will go to that 6th attacker. And St. Louis struggling a bit just to get out. But again, Baltimore's been really high pressing here, as they should. And with 2:12 left, excuse me. We see Coach Bascom there drawing up what he wants to see from the guys.
And that power play goal with 1 second left was really a crusher. Blast did come back and score 12 seconds later, but that was the goal that gave St. Louis their biggest lead of the day at 3. Blast had the first 2 goals in this one, but have been outscored by St. Louis 7-3 since then. St. Louis now holding on to that 2-goal advantage with 2:12 left, and the Blast with the 6th attacker. Blast are on the field. St. Louis going through their defensive structure, and we're about ready to go. Mello will trigger it in. Pacheco.
That's a tough ball by Pacheco. Not a very good pass to Pereira's.
Ball loose. Pereira's right there to play it. The ball across field, Pereira. Porch. Mello. Pereira. 1:35 left. Pereira's. Mello. Hit the crossbar. Shot hit the glass. Oh my. That's Pereira twice that just missed that close.
Two wonderful looks by the Blast. Just being unfortunate.
Oh, good ball here. Shot goal! Pacheco knocks it home with 1:10 left to play.
Persistence pays off. Baltimore coming close twice in a row, and then Pacheco does what he needs to do.
Great ball by Porch. Just a great pass from Chad down the boards. Time of the goal, 13:50. Makes it a 7-6 game. Rodriguez back in goal for the Blast. See, I think the 7 minutes is the 7 minutes, Brad, because Dieguez is still in the box. Rodriguez has it, quick distribution, far side. Pereira saves it off the boards. Runs it back, gets pushed off. Foul called on Cristo. Blast will have a free kick with 54 seconds left. Blast with the man advantage, or the sixth attacker again. Pacheco drives the header, save by Nascimento. Nascimento saves the game.
Wow, what a save.
Ball is cleared all the way down. Well, Nascimento just saved the game on that header.
Talk about players stepping up when they need to. What a save by Nascimento.
Tucked to the corner, Pacheco knocked away Thomas. Battles over there with Porch. Porch comes out with it. Porch through the legs, it's loose. Cleared down the far side. 15 seconds left. Here comes Pereira's. Pereira's drive, that's blocked. Handball on St. Louis. 10.7 left. Saving the game right there. Save of the season for St. Louis by Nascimento.
Bascom's throwing the flag, Paul.
What's he throwing the challenge flag for?
The only thing would be if somehow they could say that that was stopping a scoring opportunity with a handball for it to be a 2-minute penalty.
So
the Blast are challenging for a blue card.
For the handball.
For the handball.
I don't just understand, what would the criteria be here for that?
It has to be that it was negating a goal scoring opportunity from where that foul was called out by the yellow line. I'm sure he's using the flag because, you know.
Oh, he shot it on goal though.
Yeah, so it's all in how they're going to interpret this, right?
That shot was on goal, and if you look at that angle, I mean, that's a criteria?
Yes, if it negates a goal scoring opportunity, it can be called a 2-minute penalty.
I mean, he shot that on goal, so. I mean, the best angle for this was the first angle where you saw it from behind the goal, and you saw that when Pereira shot it, it was on goal.
He is shooting the ball on goal. So it'll be very interesting to see how the officials interpret this. Now, they're already coming out, so that was very quick.
I mean, look, this is the angle to look at. As you can see, well, now we don't see it, but as you can see on that angle, the shot was on goal. So we'll see what they say. Hey, 10 seconds left. Why not?
Yeah, you might as well try at that point. Yeah. So no 2-minute penalty.
So Vasco says what? All right, so 10 seconds. Sixth attacker still on. Barreras deflected. Pacheco keeps it alive. 6 seconds. They're going to try to keep it in the corner here. We'll say Blast ball with 1.8 left. So really just a chance here to maybe a touch and a shot maybe here. A deflection on goal possibly.
Yeah, I would try and get some screens in front of the net and then have a couple guys around the back post area.
And just play the boards and see what happens. Cross goes by everybody, and that'll do it.
It was actually a really great ball from Victor.
It went by both.
It did.
St. Louis holds on. Blast perfect home season comes to an end. Looked like Schmerman and one of the Blast players jawing after the game. Schmerman hasn't even played all year. And then
I think him and Pacheco were trading pleasantries.
All right, so St. Louis holds on. They scored that power play goal to make it 7-4. The Blast just couldn't quite come all the way back. And they fall here today by the final of 7-6 against St. Louis. Great effort by the Ambush as they go to 8-11-1 in the season. Blast dropped to 12-6-1 on the year.
Massive 3 points for the Ambush ball.
And no question, saving the game. Take a look. Nascimento for the Ambush. With the Ambush up by 1. The header and the parry wide as Nascimento saves the game for the Ambush.
Full extension, just great reaction save.
Porch denied at the top of the box. And that's the final here in Baltimore as St. Louis holds on for the 7-6 victory over the Blast. Well, Blast will move on here. Again, you know, you'd love a victory here today. Not going to get it done. I think the thing, the most frustrating thing is you lose your perfect record at home. And hey, for St. Louis, first win of the season when they gave up the first goal.
Yeah, you know, these back-to-backs are always tough, even if you're playing at home. And we can see it from the start, right, Paul? Baltimore's just a little sluggish today, just not quite as crisp as they usually are. And look, they got what they needed to last night. They got their playoff spot, and they'll move forward from here. And I'm sure Coach Bascom will have them ready again for that playoff push.
I'll do it here from Baltimore. Once again, our final: St. Louis 7 and the Blast 6. Come on back next week when the Blast take on Utica next Saturday nights. For Brad Crosley, I'm Paul Mittermeier saying so long from Baltimore. You've been watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV.